dropped this camera on the floor off of this. I'm so glad it's still working, so I had to give you guys an update. I guess I'll show you a little bit around. So look, these are the pumpkin pies Kim made. Then this is the setup for the garlic butter. I just bought a ring light for the first time, and I highly recommend if you don't have one. I know it looks like embarrassing, but it makes such a big difference.
She's trying too hard this. She's trying. How about you try it all? You can tell you're not. Oh!
How to spatchcock a turkey. So we're gonna start going pretty crazy today. Nicholas is spatchcocking the turkey today. We first have to cut the spine out, which is honestly a very tedious job. You also have to make sure you have very good garden shards, or not even garden shards, like meat cutting shards, because the bones are absolutely insane. As you can see, like these weren't even hefty and strong enough, but they did the job. We got it done. This is the spine, so we don't really use this, but instead of discarding what we don't use, obviously we're gonna use it for a stock.
Lobster tail looking motherfucker.
Now it's time to spatchcock the bird, so you have to turn it around so it's face down or face up. I don't really know how to say it. And then you basically have to give it like CPR. You have to crack the rib. Then the bird is getting spatchcocked, because the whole point is that for it to lay flat, so then it cooks evenly. Once that's done, we're obviously putting our compote butter into the skin, Nick's separating the skin and adding the butter in. And what we put in the butter was thyme, rosemary, and I think, I don't remember, I can add it in. And then I melted some butter with some Cajun seasoning. We used Old Bay because we thought it would give it the turkey a little bit more flavor. So once we do that, we're going to inject it into the turkey, and there's so many different places to inject it into the turkey. We decided to inject it into the breast because the breast is usually very dry, the legs, and basically everywhere we could find. I highly recommend you guys buy a syringe and inject your turkey because it will make sure it's juicy. And everyone likes a juicy turkey. You guys can see it makes such a big difference because every time we inject the turkey, you can see the turkey blowing up. It's like we're giving it Botox or filler or whatever. Like, it was juicy. Foreshadowing. At the end of the video, I included all the injections. Next, we put some butter on the cheesecloth because we put this over the turkey in order to keep the turkey moist, because our whole goal is to have a very juicy turkey. I also added some salt, but we definitely needed to add more salt to everything. But it was really, really good because you can add salt after. But yes, I highly recommend adding salt to the butter. I haven't tried it, but I assume it'll be better because everything with salt tastes better. So we used 2 cheesecloths to cover the bird. And I think it made a big difference after after an hour we took off the cheesecloth or something. I'll check in with my sous chef. I'm kidding. My partner. And basically this is how you cover the bird. And it's supposed to keep it juicy. You guys should look up other reasons. I don't know. And I added some extra butter on here, which was okay. It was okay. We were supposed to use it for the basting, but I ended up finding other juice to baste the turkey with. So it was a big win. This is us putting it into the oven. I almost died 3 times today. I slipped on butter near the oven. Outside I slipped twice on the gravel. And I'm so scared because you slip like this, and luckily I caught myself and I didn't double slip, but anyway, there was a mishap with the butter because we put the trays underneath to catch the butter that's dripping, but one doesn't reach all the way at the end, and it's causing it to smoke, so now we're fixing that.
Okay, it's not smoking on the ground anymore. It's just smoking because our butter's smoking.
We have 1 hour left, and this is the cheese situation. We're making the mac and cheese. We have to shred all of the cheese because pre-shredded cheese have extra cornstarch or some film on it, so it doesn't taste the same and it makes it melt weird. And we were supposed to use Colby Jack, which is a mix of yellow and white cheese, but we didn't have that, so we used Monterey Jack. And this is us switching out and taking off the cheesecloth from earlier. Walter wants so much food. We made a roux earlier to this, and this is the cheese sauce, and we have to stir it up.
Cheese or anything.
Oh god, we did it.
Whoosh.
Oh my god.
The biggest one of the night.
Nick, that looks insane. Oh my god, guys, look at her.
It like sounds juicy.
Yeah. That's what good pussy sounds like.
Oh, it's.
You wanna try it?
You tried it?
Yeah. On the other side.
Yes. How juicy, eh?
Regular turkey shuffled in.
Nice. Okay.
Look at that carving. Look at that. It looks like Chinese duck.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It literally looks like hacking duck. Alright.
More than you think, remember?
Okay, put this dressing is good here.
We have to make more butter, so this is what we're gonna do. What do you think? I think it's our best Thanksgiving yet. Best turkey for sure.